Hey, what's up? What's up? Nicole McFarland of the Oily Ponderosa, and I am here today to talk about chakras, essential oils, and rocks, stones, crystals, or whatever that we might use to help with opening and aligning our chakras. Before I even get started, because this is going to be kind of facilitating a webinar type, I'm going to show you some slides and we're going to kind of walk through those slides. But before I get started, there's just been so much debate online recently within my community about the usage of essential oils, the usage of stones, rocks, crystals, and just the whole chakra alignment or chakras in general. Um, and if that's a departure from, our belief in God. So I don't know, I gave you that break to think about it for a second. But it makes me laugh. So it really frustrates me a little bit because uh, essential oils or plants, herbs were created by God. These rocks, crystals, stones were created by God. Chakras, which are energy centers within our body, were created by God. Obviously, they weren't called chakras, but that's fine. They're still chakras are energy centers. So I don't know. You guys just stop already. But if you're here to learn more, great. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and kind of walk through each of the 7 chakras and just give you guys some insights on what essential oils are really good to use to help open and get your chakras in alignment, what crystals, rocks, stones are useful for that same application. I really have started to more venture into this area of using my crystals to help with alignment. They have energy too. Essential oils kind of help with the emotional aspect and getting you emotionally centered as it relates to centering and opening your chakras. So let's just dig in. Let's dig in. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to put them in the comments. And again, thanks for listening. Let me get to sharing. All right. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, cool. All right, so thanks again. This is a little walkthrough of chakras, essential oils, and I added in rocks because I like them and I use them in this process. So let's just dive right on in. All right, so what are chakras? I said this a little bit earlier, but chakras are the centers in our body which energy flows through. So you see the image on the left, there are 7 chakras there. Energy flows through that region of our body. And sometimes you can see those, each of the chakras are lined up straight, but sometimes they might move out of balance and you might not be completely in alignment, or your chakra may be closed and it might not be, you might be limiting, there might be a limited energy flow through those chakras. So let's talk about our first one. And we're going to start at the base and go all the way up. So our root chakra. This chakra represents foundation and feelings of being grounded. If you've ever thought about not feeling grounded or feeling a little out of whack, this chakra is meant for stability and security of our basic needs. When it's open, we feel safe and fearless. It's at the very base of the spine, at the tailbone area, and it encompasses the first 3 vertebrae, the bladder and the colon. So it's aligned to our organs and tissues. Our chakras are aligned to our organs and tissues as well. Emotional issues, survival issues such as financial independence, money, and mood. So that's what kind of is that. If you've got some issues there, your root chakra might be out of alignment or it may be closed. Some essential oils to use when you're in your meditating practices, if you're meditating in your prayer practices, is sandalwood, patchouli, cypress. LMI is a beautiful oil. Cedarwood is great. Rosewood's not necessarily available. Again, you'll know I recommend Young Living essential oils, and we don't carry rosewood just because of resourcing. Frankincense is an amazing essential oil for grounding. Clary sage is great for women. Vetiver is an awesome grounding oil as well. Men usually love vetiver. Carrot seed, cardamom, clove, and ginger. And while you're at it, rocks that you can use as you're working and in your prayer meditation practices is garnet, hematite, beautiful smoky quartz, red jasper, bloodstone, red carnelian. So as you're seeing, the more reds or darker crystals or stones are really good for grounding your root chakra. Sacral chakra. So our sacral chakra is our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. This chakra is the center of our creativity and sexuality, and is responsible for creative expression. The location of your sacral chakra is your lower abdomen, above your pelvic bone, about 2 inches below the navel. Emotional issues tied to your sacral chakra are sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, and sexuality. So if you're struggling in these areas, your sacral chakra might be out of alignment or maybe closed, it's not open. Essential oils that you can use in your meditation or prayer practices when it comes to your sacral chakra and you know, your conversations with God about your sense of abundance and well-being is clary sage. Again, that's another beautiful oil for women. Men can use it too. It's one that's commonly used by women. Geranium, of course, jasmine, melissa is an incredible oil. Neroli, ylang ylang. These are all essential oils that are incredible for pleasure and sexuality. So if you're with your partner and you're diffusing, ylang ylang, geranium, jasmine, melissa, neroli. I mean, these are all amazing. Rose. These are all amazing oils to really get feelings of pleasure in your environment. This is an emotional connection and to sexuality. Like these are all really, really amazing oils to help support you in that area if you feel like you're lacking, or if your chakra is closed off. Rocks to use are orange carnelian or orange calcite, citrine, orange aventurine, snowflake obsidian, and amber. Amber's you would think, and I know amber is an expensive stone, but it is, amber is an amazing one for your sacral, amazing rock to have when you're either meditating or praying over your sacral chakra. Solar plexus chakra. Our solar plexus is our ability to be more confident and in control of our lives. This chakra is our source of personal power. It's located in our upper abdomen in the stomach area between the navel and breastbone. The emotional issues tied to your solar plexus is self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. Some essential oils to use is juniper, frankincense, sandalwood's a beautiful oil to use for self-worth and self-confidence. Fennel and vetiver. Cedarwood, again, is one that is just great from an emotional perspective. So when you're lacking in self-confidence or self-esteem, cedarwood, again, of a more affordable oil, is going to be great in your application and prayer or meditation practices over your solar plexus. Black pepper and lemongrass is amazing. Black pepper is going to wake you up, get you focused. Marjoram, again, another beautiful oil to help support your solar plexus. The rocks to use when focusing on your solar plexus is citrine, yellow jasper, Amber again is coming up for our solar plexus, lemon quartz, and tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is probably one that I've used the most when it comes to what rocks I apply for my solar plexus. So if you do not have a tiger's eye, that's one I would add to your collection. Our heart chakra. So our heart chakra is our ability to love. This chakra is the source of love and connection. I'm one to admit that I know when my heart chakra is out of alignment or if it's closed off. In fact, I spend a lot of time with a closed off heart chakra. You can find your heart chakra at the center of your chest above your heart. It is emotional issues aligned to your heart chakra as love, joy, and inner peace. So when you're, feeling lack of love, lack of joy, or your inner peace is out of whack, it's likely your heart chakra is out of alignment or it's closed. There's no energy flowing through. One of the number one oils I would recommend is rose. And I know it's expensive, but rose is the one that you just got to open the bottle and smell. That oil will last you forever. You don't even have to apply it. You should, but you don't have to. You can just open it up and smell it, and it's going to impact your emotional center immediately. Geranium, bergamot, neroli, melissa, these are all beautiful oils. Ylang ylang. These are all beautiful oils that really do open the heart chakra. And I think people who have used these oils will say this will be where you make the connection, right? Because you might not be so connected to your root chakra, your solar plexus, or your sacral chakra, but when it comes to matters of the heart, you know what that feels like. Some incredible rocks to use when in your prayer or meditation practices for your heart chakra is jade, rose quartz, of course, green calcite, and green aventurine. I was wondering more recently why I was so connected to green calcite and green aventurine, and it made perfect sense. All right, our throat chakra. Our throat chakra is our ability to communicate. This is our source of verbal expression and the ability to speak our higher truth. So the location of your throat chakra is probably pretty simple. It's your throat. It includes your neck, thyroid, parathyroid, jaw, mouth, and tongue. Emotional issues associated with the throat chakra are communication, self-expression of feelings, and the truth. And I've had when I have had communication issues, I know it. It's not rocket science. And these oils and rocks that I'm going to go through have been extremely helpful in helping me open and align my throat chakra. Lavender for essential oils, Roman chamomile, spearmint, frankincense. Cypress is a really good one. Geranium, sandalwood, another amazing essential oil to use for your throat chakra. Rocks to use would be blue calcite, which I'm super attracted to right now. Again, turquoise, amazonite, lapis lazuli, and aquamarine. I'm so drawn to blue calcite, and I think that's because I'm doing a lot of work within my marriage for better communication. And not that we suck at communication, it's more my husband's in school full time right now, and he's one of those people that he's all in, right? He wants to be the best performer. And so sometimes that impacts our, I don't want to say our relationships. Our relationship is strong, but it more so impacts our ability to connect with one another while he's completely focused on school and I'm completely focused on work and supporting the family. So if we lack in communication, which we have early on in this process, then you really feel I feel myself being drawn to things like blue calcite. And of course we've worked on that communication and we're in a wonderful place, but it was initially hard at first, but you can feel when you're out of alignment or when certain chakras are closed off. Like in that case, my throat chakra, I believe, was closed off. And now it's open because we're able to communicate and have dialogue about certain things and needs. Third eye chakra. So a third eye chakra is our ability to focus and see the big picture. This chakra is the center of intuition. We all have a sense of intuition, but we may not listen to it or heed its warnings. So focusing on opening the sixth chakra will help you have this ability. So where is it located? The third eye chakra is located on your forehead between the eyes. It's also called the brow chakra. Emotional issues aligned to the third eye chakra is intuition, imagination, wisdom, and ability to think and make decisions. Ooh, this is a good one. What essential oils can help you open and are aligned your third eye chakra? Frankincense, cedar, spruce, pine, rose, rosemary, clary sage, oregano, marjoram, thyme, and lavender. And I went through all of those because I think these oils are so important, each one of them. Frankincense is, you have seen frankincense represented in a lot of these chakras. And the reason why is because frankincense is the king of essential oils. Get yourself a good frankincense. I even love sacred frankincense. That essential oil is amazing. Essential oils that people rarely use in their meditation and prayer practices is sage, oregano, marjoram, thyme. These are amazing oils that kind of help with, opening up blocked centers. Rocks to use, of course, this is the purple. This is the purple chakra. Amethyst, purple fluorite, moldavite, which can be expensive, and black obsidian. All right, crown chakra. So crown chakra is the highest chakra. It represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually. This is the chakra of the enlightenment and spiritual connection to our higher selves, others, and ultimately to the divine. My divine is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So as I'm, in prayer practice, I am, praying to my God. And I know that there are people out there of many different faiths. So that is why this will indicate to the divine. The location is the very top crown of your head. Emotional issues aligned to the crown chakra are inner and outer beauty, our connection to spirituality and pure bliss. So some essential oils to use in your meditation and prayer practices are frankincense, jasmine, myrrh, sandalwood, spruce, lavender, rose, ravensara, basil, and rosemary. Again, frankincense on the list. If you have frankincense by itself, just think about it. You've got most of your chakras covered. Jasmine is an incredible oil, and I know that it's pretty pricey, but it's amazing, and so is myrrh. Myrrh is a biblical oil. Sandalwood, frankincense is a biblical oil as well. That's another key thing. Frankincense is represented. It too is a biblical oil. Some rocks to use in your meditation or prayer practices when it comes to your crown chakra are selenite, clear quartz, amethyst, and of course, diamonds. I keep, a lot of times if I feel like I'm out of alignment with any of my chakras, I will keep a rock in my pocket. I will apply my essential oil and I'll go about my day. So it's not always about meditation and prayer practices, but it could just be you going throughout your day and having these oils and or rocks with you. So essential oils can be used to help balance all of your chakras. I know we talked about that, and so can the stones that I referenced. They're one of many that can facilitate activation of our higher selves. So if you have questions or comments about essential oils using rocks and or leveraging essential oils to help you in your meditation and prayer practices, please feel free to reach out. I'll include my link to book a consultation in the description. I would love to have dialogue with you about your thoughts as it relates to using essential oils in your prayer and meditation practices. I'm newer to crystals, and I've been using them probably for, I say newer, but I've been using them for about a year to help support alignment and emotional well-being. It's amazing, God's creations, and how these energies are out there, and how we can use those energies to help center our own, and our own energies within our own body. It takes a lot of work to get yourself to a place where you use these tools that God created to help us get to a place of peace. Peace is like, I know people always, people talk about happiness, but happiness is one of those things that it can drive you insane because you're trying to seek it. I want peace. I want to always be at peace, and in any situation. So if I'm presented with an issue, I want to be able to peacefully work through that. I want to be able to negotiate that internally and to be able to deal with it. And that can be a challenge for some. And what I found with essential oils, and what I found with using, what I found with meditating more than ever, because I didn't used to ever meditate, but what I find with meditating and prayer, and I always prayed, but to sit down and actually spend the minutes to meditate, talk to God in prayer, has been life-changing, especially when adding in essential oils to help you open up emotionally. And crystals and rocks have done the same thing. It's amazing. You pick up a rock. It's funny. I would get rocks or whatever, and I just have them sitting on my desk or wherever. My husband would walk in and pick it up, and he'd be like, "Whoa!" I mean, you absolutely feel the energy that might come from them. And I know for some people it may sound crazy, but pick up a rock and see. And it is all about intention too. So if your intention's not there, you may not necessarily connect, because it is all about intention as well. Just like when you're praying, you can't pray without intention. If you pray without intention, then you're likely not going, the end result is not going to be what you expect. You have to be very intentional about what you do, and what you ask God for. All right, so enough of my lecture. Is that a lecture? Did it feel like a lecture? Anyway, enough of what I'm talking about. Thank you guys so much again for joining my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It's been pretty cool to see my subscribers go up just based off content that I'm sharing. I started to want to just get off my mind the things that I've been thinking about and the things that I journal about. So again, I appreciate that you guys have come back here today to listen to me rant, and you guys have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.